All right, guys, before I get started, I just want to give a huge shout out once again for this first episode of this podcast. Big shout out to the GOAT Complexion, man. I'm super excited that he's going to be the guest of the first episode. I wanted him to be the very first episode, so I have been holding off on this. I think that this is going to be just a great thing for the community, and I'm super excited to see where this goes. And I will mention it again in the video with Gunny. But just again, guys, this is not meant to help me in any way. I do not intend to gain anything from this at all. All I want is just a place where people can kind of come talk about their story, and just kind of get themselves some more exposure into the community. Because at the end of the day, guys, the Halo community is slowly declining, and we all got to stick together and just be one big family with the Halo community. So again, I appreciate everybody like that. If anybody would like to possibly be on another episode, feel free to DM me on Discord, which I will put the server link for this Discord server in the description below. Make sure to join up on there, and you can DM me. But again, guys, I'm looking for a lot of different people to be able to come on here and kind of just tell their story. And in the future, if this channel does start to earn any revenue whatsoever, any revenue I earn from specific videos will be split 50-50 with whoever is in the videos. So if this first episode blows up and ends up earning money, half of it will go to Gunplexion. That is just how I'm going to do this, because this is more supposed to be for the community rather than myself. So again, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure to go check out the GOAT himself, bro. I'm going to put all his links down below in the description. If you guys have any suggestions for maybe segments or any other things you guys might want me to add to this podcast, feel free to, again, join the Discord below. And I'm also going to be using that Discord for other things, not just the podcast, for future tournaments I want to host. It allows people who are in the Halo community that want to play 8s. It's going to have different lobbies for every single rank. So just feel free to go in there, meet some new people, meet some new gamers, and just have a blast, guys. Once again, I appreciate you all, and please make sure to enjoy the episode. Peace, guys. So what I want to know is, because there are very few that have done it successfully, obviously, like Formal, Shotzzy, stuff like that. But what is it like playing two different FPS games at a professional level, but still being like top tier in both? Because obviously you caught snipers for a while, you came back, you now are obviously the last 5-6 years at least of Halo, you've been consistently had your name at the top of leaderboards, and like people know who you are. What's it like being able to just go from one game to the next and still be at that top level?
To just correct a little bit, because I know a lot of people get the I hate that you guys call me pros, and they are right. I'm not a pro player, but
You're
I
not, but
appreciate.
you know what we mean.
And individually, I don't give a fuck. I'm literally a pro
Yeah,
player individually. I give them all for one for their money. They barely can't kill me. But the point is getting that, like, in Modern Warfare 2, it wasn't like I was a pro player in the game. It was just sniping, right? Just
yeah,
absolute crack sniping. It's still the same game type, CTF,
yeah,
domination, same concept, just not using weapons, just snipers. And it was like, it's not like, and then Halo, I'm not really a pro player, like, right? I'm going into my fourth, this is going to be the fourth year of Infinite, right? So this is actually my first real Halo that I'm competing. So it's like, quote unquote, I'm not really a pro, right? It's like, what's the difference between the FPSs, you say?
like I would say, yeah. Like what is your kind of view on the fact that you obviously were good at both, and there are very few people that can translate, obviously, coming from one game and turning it into another, but you've done it successfully. So kind of what have you seen that allows you to be good at both? Like, what have you done that keeps you good at FPS games, pretty much?
This is a fucking. It's That's why I just asked a question, because I literally just had this conversation with Ziad yesterday.
Yeah.
His brother Magoo, he's a Warzone pro.
I don't watch a lot of Warzone, but I mean, it's
So, so it's like just to connect to him. We were talking about this, like, Ziad, right? We're big dudes, we're meatheads,
yeah,
like he's a unit. Halo, if you really think about this, I said on stream today, is your personality defines your gameplay in Halo.
yeah,
If you really think about that, like, think about every pro player and think about their personality and how it meshes with their game style. Now, for me, it's like, as I learned about life, and like my parents, my dad, and my uncle, like, it's all about confidence and perform and showing dominance. Like, you're not afraid to fucking back down
yeah,
from anybody. My persona of how I am as a person, like I say, I'm the same person in and out of the game. That's me as a Spartan.
yeah,
So I'm bringing all that confidence and that level to the game. No matter if they're fucking pros. Like I personally, like me, like I was telling Tommy, I personally visualize the person that I'm playing, like visualize them. And it's like, why am I fucking nervous to play this guy that's like 5'4",
Yeah.
120 pounds? I could literally just bench press this kid and go, you know? I know we're talking video games, but that's the mentality I think at. And it's like back to Magoo, Tommy's brother. Magoo, he has a twin brother just as massive as Tommy. Bro, the guy is disgusting at Warzone. He makes these videos on YouTube of killing all the world Warzone pros, just casually, just like throwing a Mazel Tov, nice and relaxed, just absolutely shitting on them. And he shows their perspective. They're fucking tweaking out,
Yeah.
like tweaking out. It's like it makes sense. You got a fucking massive meathead football player who's so composed out of the game with that same personality, that same dominant performance, and he's translating it into the game.
Yeah.
And this is why I've been trying to say, like, your emotions will determine your gameplay.
And that's something else. Like, obviously, I feel like, again, a lot of this is going to be more like your community, obviously, that watches most days is going to understand this a lot more than people that maybe are just figuring out kind of who you are and how you play the game. But you obviously are one of those people where, like, you are everywhere, but, like, nowhere on the map at the same time. Nobody knows where you are, but you're everywhere. And you're
Yeah.
always chowing. You're always, like, you're never, like, I mean, you have a very aggressive play style, but you also have that ability to literally just stop. And I don't think a lot of people understand that play style. So, like, kind of what is your when just visualize one, like, just play one route. What is your mindset when you're doing that? Because you're so focused that, like, nobody can really quite understand what you're doing unless you explain it.
It's kind of like I would go back to our death cam, but it's just like you got to get the info, and it's kind of like you just got like a second or two decision to read it, and that's why I love this game. It's because it's such an advanced chessboard. You really got to get your information and make a fucking play, bro.
Yeah.
And it's, as I said in the Money Twos the other night with Bound, it's like I'm learning the tempo. Like he said it perfect to me, Adam. He goes, "Yo, Gunny," he goes, "When you see say a guy on fucking Solitude, yo, a guy's S4, you're spawning loop, and there's a guy S4. 98% of the time, there's a guy blue.
Yeah.
So it's like I really thought about it like last night when we were watching the games. I was like, yo, how many times have I fucking spawned loop, looked S4, there's a guy S4 and there's a guy glass.
Yeah.
From like, why not just go loop, see the guy S4, yo, Bound, go straight to blue. I'm cutting middle. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make like the guy we already know he's cross map. Instead of just like jiggle peeking, like, yo, he's still there, like, yo, he's like it's like you have to get your intel as you play the game. You can't just fucking spawn and run, bro. Like it's not gonna happen. But the main thing I want to like start really getting to people, and I really started disagreeing with a lot of pros on this. They bash matchmaking a lot. Matchmaking's bad. I say it too. Matchmaking's fake. This and that. But to come to realization and an old connection to even free for all. So all people talk shit about free for all. People talk about it sucks. Takes
Yeah.
a fucking skill. Yo, bro, in the reality of it, it's you against yourself. It's 7 other players. You're not designed to go take pivs in free for all. Your job is to obviously third party, listen to gunshots. It's like listening to comms, details of your teammates, but you're listening to there's gunshots and free for all. And the point I'm trying to make is that a person like me that plays matchmaking 12 hours a fucking day for this long, and I played Pro 8s or just like 4s in general, me personally, as a player, a person calling out, yo, Gunny 2 here, getting max intel from 3 other players, compared to playing matchmaking from pings, gunshots, and I'm assuming that battles are happening,
Yeah.
bro, the game's so fucking easy. And these pros bash matchmaking and these players bash free throw because they don't want you to play at such a sporadic level. Think about like Legend, Bound, Renegade. These guys, even Wyatt these days, Last Shot, they're so like they're not always sporadic, but yo, in the heat of a moment, if you really watch Legend, he's doing some fucking random shit on the
Yeah.
map. Like, bro, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna. I said this exact. I'm gonna tell you this exact play. That I'm gonna tell you right now. I studied this play and I'll never forget it. Live fire, strongholds. It was obviously SSG. I think he was playing either phaser optic. Yo, they killed two of SSG's member died. I think it was either Stellar or Down died. Eco was still alive. Legend got one shot top middle. He dropped in the middle, went to key door, double backed. His teammates died. They're calling out a guy top tower one shot, and there's a guy back B one shot. Legend just goes bottom middle, fucking every. I'm hearing the kids the comms. He goes straight to mud. There's a guy one shot tower. There's a guy one shot back B. Yo, he goes mud. Instead of double backing and going up dummy ramp to jump up
Yeah,
tower,
tower.
he went all the way pillars to mud. Took his sweet ass time. Kill fucking tower. Killed the new spawner at Nest that went from training to Nest. Got a triple kill. It's like, yo, this kid literally. I'm not saying you have to do that every time, but this kid from studying Legend, he is doing some of the most sporadic shit on the map, and he is just you just got to adapt to it. It's
And
incredible.
and that's something else like I'm intrigued to just kind of see is because like obviously you get a lot of clips, but I feel like a lot of the times people are just like, oh, he's just getting clips in matchmaking, and you're right about like the whole view of matchmaking being this kind of like, and I like you said, I say it too, like I hate matchmaking because I feel like sometimes you get those teammates that just obviously don't care as much as you do or just don't want to put in the same amount of effort. Whereas like when you're on a pro team, right, like everybody's playing with the same passion, you're playing for the same goal, you know, you want to keep going, you want to win that tournament, you know, you're there for a reason. Whereas in like I feel like once you get a high enough level in matchmaking, you guys are usually pretty locked in together, but like what is the difference after having played in those eights recently, obviously with the pros, besides just comms, like what do you see as a difference between your matchmaking team and like the eights team that you had?
It's all emotions. So like eights is basically they said this at Rob's land. I'm obviously the best player at the land when we go to Rob's or Posies because it's matchmaking but with comms.
Yeah.
Like it's everybody just it's matchmaking with comms. I was thinking about it like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna be the best, but doesn't that mean when I play in a 4v4 scenario and there's fucking 2-2, 3-2, like they're buddied up, better teamwork, it's a lot easier intel on the map for me personally, where I could go a little bit more rogue and just I get intel like go say you because you asked about like a play. Let's go on live fire. I mean, let's go a perfect play on live fire because you're asking me like how would I know what hit a route or something. Say I know my death cam. I traded with a guy. My teammate's big door looks nest. I look at my scoreboard as a kid, probably top tower. They're holding, watching our right. I spawned two dead. Like I spawned a plat. I won't look top middle A. I won't look fucking anywhere. I'll literally jump on the pillar, power slide to rat, power slide straight to jail, and try to go to pillars or find the new spawner that's coming off dummies trying to go meet their player at to B.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's two. Now it's like that 1 2 second difference of knowing, yo, should I go to big door and double go with my teammate and just all be B? Or should I go to rat hole, maybe potentially catch a new spawner off guard? Because they're doing the same thing you're doing, right? They want to get to the battle, maybe catch somebody off guard. Those are things that I was being taught by Frosty is like, think about the enemy's team thinking, but think about new spawners more. Like, hit your route, get your intel for your death cam, and you makes it that much easier of where you want to be on the map.
Yeah.
And this is why I fucking say, get info on your death cam. It goes, I know it goes through people's ears and not the others, like, no problem. Look at me for 3 years. I plateaued a little bit before playing with Frosty. It's been about a year now playing with Brad. He's been molding me. I plateaued, but I fucking kind of skyrocketed in like 3 months. I remember when I played with bro, I remember I was skyrocketing like this. And then I kind of went like this. And now I'm kind of like, I'm chilling now.
Yeah.
Right? There's only so much one person could teach me. But the moral I'm trying to get at is get information on your fucking death cam. It's that simple. You have 10 seconds on your death screen. What's the point of it? It's a free camera.
Correct.
This 2v2 after this 2v2 weekend, it made so much sense. I watched my rebroadcast. Bro, I at least counted like 15, 16 of my deaths. I was like, bro, you just gotta stay on the fucking death cam the whole
Yeah.
time, bro.
And that's something else I actually like. I obviously like there are times that I feel like those of us who want to learn will obviously take the effort to go back watch, whether it be you, whether it be other, like, you know, even though we know that you said you're not technically a pro player, obviously you have that individual skill to be there, so other people with the pro individual skill, like, you know, you go back, you kind of watch how they play. And the one thing that I feel like has helped me tremendously, and I want to see if it's something that you kind of learned later, if you kind of just known, I feel like so many people when they get on death cams start circulating their teammates, but they forget that they can just put their controller down and they have a free camera of where they died. So
Yep.
you're always focusing on what your teammates see, but at the same time, like if you say on that cam for 10 seconds, you could see somebody that maybe moves across the map and you have a free UAV. And I've started doing that a lot more the last couple months after seeing a film where you did it. And I feel like they already know what they see. They don't need you to tell them what they see.
Yeah.
Having that extra cam is realistically giving them free intel that the other team has no idea about. So, do you do that a lot more? Have you? Is that something that you've just done since Infinite has come out, or is it something you learned recently too?
Literally, yo, bro, this is literally God, bro. I'm out of control. I'm literally just thinking about. Like I tell you, like I've already watched the Money Twos like 100 times, bro.
Yeah,
Like the only VOD I have to grow and get better, right? You know, it's not
exactly.
eight. It's high level gameplay. I need it. I fucked up. There's like money on the line. Like I lost. Like that's where I need to learn,
Yeah,
right? This is the next step I'm trying to think about, right? It's all in steps, right? I got better with dead cam. Yo, bro, think about like you just said it. I on dead cam say we're in the 2v2, right? Just me and Bound. Yo, I got a kill. The guys just killed me, or even say it's 4v4. You died. Like, there's just no reason to leave your death cam.
yep,
Say there's like 3 seconds left of your death cam and you died bottom white, right? Now, if you really think about your body on bottom white, you could see Mangler, you could see
yep,
front white, see. So if you really think about it, and this happened, and yeah, the twos, I died at white, and you know me, 3 different times. One of them spawned long hole, hit C plat, but I left my dead cam 2 fucking seconds too early.
yep.
Where Brown was, yo, Gunny, where'd he go? Where'd he go? And I literally go, I admitted to him, I'm like, yo, Brown, I left my dead cam. I left my dead. Like, that's the one thing about me is I'm very, very admitting of when I fuck up or what I do.
Yeah,
Like, I left my dead cam, bro. I overextended. I took too much damage. That's part of being the man, you know? But that specifically, like you said, dude, like those 2 extra seconds, like, yeah, you might want to get antsy and look on the cam, get info on your screen to see what's going on with your teammates. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, say Legend or me or really for Legend or Renegade, yo, they spawn, they're hitting a route.
yeah,
So maybe seconds of being on your screen will really impact the next play,
correct.
especially land. Land, you're sitting next to each other. There's literally no reason for you guys to leave your death cam.
Yeah, because you can just look over at their screens and stuff. Yeah,
Literally, it's that cam in this game goes a fucking long way. Long way.
and
Look at this shit.
that's oh that looks. See, like this is the kind of we need to
This
do a
is this.
podcast just on Gunny meal prep. Dead ass.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'm
This is
telling
how
you,
we're doing it right here.
the meal of a champ right here.
This is the bad. This is gonna be the best podcast. I'm telling you. Whoever's gonna be listening to this podcast, I'm telling you guys right now. Shout out to Edward Productions, baby.
I appreciate you, bro. And I mean, I've told you this, and you know, obviously, I'm gonna put something at the beginning of this video to explain it a little more. But, you know, I am one of those people where once I find a community that I really like and I feel like deserves the attention, that we just gotta like you gotta support it in every way you can. And obviously, it's been almost a year now. I've been supporting you, but like, I feel like the Halo community as a whole, the last year and a half, has been just so they've just gone back to just being so divided. So this kind of shit is something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's just a way for everybody to just kind of like I don't want anything out of this except for the fact that I want the Halo community to be able to just come back and be like, what the hell have we've just been bullshitting for 2 years over some stupid shit.
Four
Shit that
years.
does not oh yeah, 4 years to be realistic. But I mean like it's so stupid how like even in the pro community how divided some of them are. Like some of them genuinely I feel like hate each other now. And it's really kind of ridiculous over a game.
Hey, you want to? I'm not trying to throw this guy under the bus or anything, but I don't know if you remember. 2 weeks ago, I got matched with Formal, and he messages like he just matched in the game. I got matched
Yeah.
in his lobby. So I'm like, me and down him. Types in the chat. He goes, "Yo, Gunny, your dedication is admire. Like, is so he wrote some like really like something really genuine,
Yeah.
and then he just commented somebody. I went to his rebroadcast and they were obviously talking about me. They're always fucking talking about Gunny.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yo, Gunny's got to get better with playing inside the game better." So it's like at the end of the day, bro, video games, life, everything's all politics and who you know, bro.
Exactly.
Like Formal, literally just fuck. I wish I could go flip it, but I just know from what I saw and from what he literally says, Gunny's got to get better at playing the inside game better. So it's like
Even Formal knows.
it's like yeah, going to like like when they and then like when I first made the monster video about networking, like that's not fucking networking, bro. I've been to sales, I've been I've been in preschool, I know everybody, I'm cool with everybody. That's networking.
Yeah.
The next level is really like you're going into that nitty gritty like dick sucking. You get on your knees like, yo, bro, what's good, bro? You're great. You're in there like no disrespect. I can name a couple people that are in pro streams that just fucking mod because all they do is dick ride them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I grind every day, so I'm not in your stream. So sorry that I'm not dick riding you every day or hitting you up constantly every week to ask you to be like, yo, bro, you want a team for this cup? And they're like, I get the same response, yo, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. It's
Yeah.
like, why am I waiting for other people, bro? You know what I mean? 3 years ago, but fuck that. It's kind of like it's the same thing with like I'm not a politics type of guy, bro. Like
Facts.
for my stream, who knows me, I'm not a politics type of guy. So I have no problem being a little bit more vocal about this these days. And you guys know our president these days, right? The social media called Donald Trump racist. I was like, wow, really? They call him racist, but all these black people love him. Look at me. I was called racist, and I teamed with three black kids.
It's
I,
not only
I
that, but there are other like major black figures in the Halo community that know you and are friends with you. So if you were racist, why would they talk to you?
it's the moral of it is that these people will throw anything out, bro. Despite people called me a granny abuser.
That's wild. That's insane.
I I got
We
people.
all love Granny, bro. Come on.
I got people on my YouTube call me a granny abuser
That's
recently.
wild. Everybody who knows you knows that like you would die for your granny.
Yeah, bro. They just see because we curse and we yell and we're Italian and we fucking just yell. Yeah, like one time determines everything.
Can I be honest? I feel like, and I think you're gonna agree with me on this. I've never actually brought this up, but I feel like the reason people shit on you so much is because we live in a world where so many people are so unhappy they can't handle somebody else genuinely being happy.
It's that I think that's part of it, but like I said before, the big part of it is that people don't like the truth, and people are living through social media. And
Yeah,
this is what I said on my recent video that a lot of these people I realized like I used to be that person a little bit when I was depressed, when I was fucking really fat, and I was sitting on my phone and I was being a little miserable bitch. It's sad because I had no ambition, I had no goal, I had no dream. So, all right, since I have no dreams, no goals, let me go fucking hope on somebody else's downfalls and maybe hopefully they, you know.
yeah,
But that's the way we're brain. That's like the way our brain burning is, man.
yeah.
And
And
that's just the truth, bro.
it's sad to see because it's like I feel like, and the sad thing is, I feel like the people that are going about things the wrong way are the ones that get the most attention, and
Oh,
the like quote unquote the the good guys or the good women, whatever you want to say, like all the people that are like, you know, more of like I guess somebody that you can connect with, they're all kind of just being thrown under the bus because it's like I don't even really know what the answer to it is, but I feel like so many people just get overshadowed by just what I would call just brain rot, like legit brain rot. Like you look at it and you go, how did you even come up with that? You know?
it's you like it's. I know like I'm not crazy, bro. I know I'm not like I'm reading this kid's Reddit post and like like I don't know how other people like. That's what I mean. The world is so uneducated. This is something like my brother and my sister tried to preach me to about a lot. Is like we were raised in a right family. I'm very fucking blessed for my
Mm-hmm.
family. My parents like put it the right head on us, told us the right way. It's like you have to accept, and it brings back to not you can't change people. People are very very lost in the world. They don't want to do self education besides going to fucking school and learning about doing algebra, right? But they don't teach you that you're going to be dealing with a bunch of scumbags in the world that are going to be threatening you, saying this and this. But they don't prep you for that.
Yeah.
They don't prep you for taxes. They don't prep you for shit, right? It's these people do things with their emotions these days, and that's why I say the world is so not disciplined anymore. And that's why motivations for pussies, disciplines for men.
Yeah.
Motivating will get you to first base. To get a home run and get home, you're gonna have to be disciplined. You want the hottest girl at the bar? Yo, bro, control your emotions. Just go up to her.
Yeah.
You get denied. Is that gonna determine your whole night at the bar?
Hell
Yo,
no.
got denied by one girl. No, bro. Go fucking have fun. Go have another drink. And go talk to another girl. Like the same concept, bro. But I just can't seem to understand like how people don't realize with me after 8 years now I've been streaming. I stream every day for 10 hours. How could you read a biography on Reddit and agree with them?
Yeah. When
You
there's
feel me?
video proof to
I mean,
prove
I
that
mean,
he's
a
wrong.
quick video. It's like, and like I asked these guys, like, what caused you to go do that in the 7 days that I was gone?
Yeah,
Like, did you have a bad dream about me? Did I fuck your mom in the dream?
yeah,
Did I fucking rob your house? Like what the fuck happened in the 7 days that I never associated myself with you in over years
yeah,
that you came out of there just to do this? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I would be more happy if they came out and goes, yo, I just wanted some drama, bro. All right, I
Facts.
respect that.
Cool.
Hey, you're
I
honest.
wanted you back, and you came back from it. Okay, cool. Whatever.
Yeah. But they're like the fact that they're like, yo, bro, this, and like they're trying to
And
sort
they're
of like,
serious.
and then like they're like, yo, you're crazy, bro. Like, what'd you
Yeah,
do to this guy? Like, you didn't do anything. I'm defending
yeah.
myself. You're a fucking asshole.
My favorite are the ones that you've definitely never met a day in your life that act like this, and you're just like, dude, I've never seen you. Like, you don't know.
It's not like I have my best friend coming up to me and being like,
Yeah,
"What's good, retard?" Like,
yeah,
bro, if I had a random guy come up to me like, "What's up, retard?" I'm like, yo, bro, who the fuck are you?
yeah.
I
Like,
don't
what?
fucking.
I don't know you at all. Like, and that's something else. I actually am curious to get your opinion on this. Like, just you talking about it brought it up. Is again, I'm relatively compared to a lot of people. I'm still very young, but like, I still remember a time in gaming where quite frankly, we shit on you and BO2 SOD S&D, bro. I was telling you we were gonna fuck your mom, and there was nothing that was gonna be done about it. But now it's like you can't. I feel like gaming is so censored and like nobody can like take anything and everything's got to be said some way or you're gonna get canceled. And like as somebody who has become a huge streamer, you've now grown a lot in the last 5 months. Your subs, everything have just skyrocketed, but like you're still yourself. But like, what do you see today where it's just like, do you almost want to go back to like the early 2010s and go back to that gaming era?
I would, bro. I would go back to those days, bro, all fucking day, man. Like every single one of us, including me. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like I said that, bro. I fucking stand by it in Halo
Yeah,
2. I paid a kid from New York and Pelham to host boot me to level 50. I didn't give a
yeah,
shit. Like, yo, people are just when it comes to words these days, people are just. That's what I mean. It all connects to the world. Today's generation is weak minded. They're
yep,
soft. They think that they could get away with anything because their emotions say that
it's okay.
because they feel this way, it's right.
Yeah,
So you're telling me if you're feeling you want to go kill somebody, it's okay to go kill somebody. That's what you're
yeah,
telling me. That like I know I'm jumping a major from a feeling to like you feeling to doing a major crime like
yeah,
that,
but it's
but
the same concept in the way of how
it's
your brain works.
it's today's world is everybody does things on. Oh, honey, you don't feel it right? No problem. Take this medication. You'll
Yeah,
feel better. And then your kid has fucking ADHD.
yep,
Yo, your kid's crying. Oh, it's okay, buddy. Here, take a ring ding or a Twinkie or eat this processed food. You'll feel better. And then
exactly.
10 years later, after all these years of eating, your son's got ADHD, your son's got this, because your son is not, this kid is not disciplined. We're just
Yep.
doing things based off their feelings.
And that's why I've always said like I'm very grateful for how I grew. I grew up very healthy. I didn't have to take a lot of medication. I didn't have to do a lot of this. Like I was overall, knock on wood, I stay the same. I've always been a very just healthy individual. But like I feel like that's where a lot of kids my age kind of got fucked over was that if they said, "Oh, my leg is twitching or whatever," all of a sudden the doctor's like, "Oh, here's 3 pills. Take these twice a day for the rest of for 3 years and you'll be okay." And then they just keep them on them, and it's like they don't really have anything. It's just they were just they just had a small thing that all you had to do was wait a week,
Yep.
and
It's
it's just crazy to see. I mean, because obviously you're a little bit older than me, so I feel like you're. I don't know that you really went through as much of that. I feel like you guys were
I
more
did. I
just
did.
to rub some dirt on it.
I kind of like I personally like I have no problems. Like I personally think I have my thyroid disease or
Yeah,
maybe I lost my hair at 21 years old because all the years of processed food, right?
yeah,
And this is why I'm a perfect example. I've been absolutely shredded, jacked, powerlifting, had the six pack, had it all. Bro, I'm 29 years old. I'm on date. I haven't eaten no processed food besides these Okios yogurt.
yeah.
Bro, I have no anxiety in my life. I have no overthink. Like, bro, all that shit comes from the fucking food we eat.
Exactly.
These why these kids are so weak minded. This is why all these kids are on Adderall. This is why like yo, Gunny's on fucking Adderall, bro. His pupils are fucking. Bro, I woke up today. I look in the fucking mirror to go shave underneath my neck.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, look at my pupils. They're fucking huge.
yeah.
That means I'm on Adderall.
Yeah.
I'm cooking. cooking eggs and meat on Adderall today. Like, people just jump the fucking gun, bro. And this is why I feel like I became more vocal about life and becoming more and more successful with streaming, because I have no fear about talking about facts and science and putting people in their place. I'm ready for all the I'm ready for all the criticism, bro.
Yeah.
All the heat. These people are so lost these days,
The
and we
problem
got to
is
be here to
they want to deal it, but they don't understand how to receive it. You know, you're one of those
exactly.
people. You'll say it to their face, and if they say something back, and you know they're right, you'll be like, okay, you know, because you again, like you said earlier, that's all part of just like if you're wrong and there is proof that you're wrong, how the fuck are you still gonna sit there, look me in the face, and say you're right?
Uh,
Now,
it,
if
it,
there's
it,
no proof, we can you know then what? Like yeah, I can't say you're wrong, you can't say I'm wrong, whatever. But it's crazy to me that people will still to this day they just cannot they don't mind going on Reddit and saying that you're racist blah blah blah, but then the second you're like, bro, here's my team that I played with in Halo 5, all three of which are black. How are you going to sit here and say that when I have three, you know, certified people, they're right here? Like I don't know, man. I just feel like it's getting to the point to where even as somebody who knows, like, looking at it, like, this is bullshit, this isn't, it's getting to the point to where I'm just so mentally drained from reading that shit, it almost hurts my brain to read it. Like, even though I know it's not true, I get, like, just disappointed in some of the shit I see.
it pisses me the fuck. I have a problem with it. Some of the shit, I'm just like, I can't believe this human beings this
Yeah.
uneducated, that they're this lost in the world. That's what eats at me. Like, I don't even care what they say anymore. Whatever. I'm used to that now. It's like the fact that they're trying to convince me that's my fault, that I did something when I did fucking nothing, and then you're trying to reverse it, and like use some sickly psychotic shit that's my fault, and that I'm the bad guy. I
Yeah.
comment on Shotzi's recent video. They're trying to make Shotzi in one of these things act like he's the villain these days. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, that shit. The Call of
Bro,
Duty League is fucked up right now with all the scram.
it's
Like,
you say you said that though. That's everywhere you go in the world. Just like you go
correct.
to or like people say about New York City, the Bronx. Oh, the Bronx is bad. Everywhere you go in the world and a part of the city is going to be bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere in the world. Everywhere. You go to Halo, you go to Call of Duty, you go to Rocket League, you go to this, you go to CSGO. There's going to be some sour apples in that scene.
Correct.
I think it's more of just like things we're doing like today, these podcasts, these videos, talking, and like me making the videos on YouTube without like, I don't give a fuck what they say anymore.
Exactly.
Just like be a little bit more educating to these people and not have them just jump the gun and beat us and just jump on the wavelength and be that scummy of a person.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm gonna go through a couple more things with you because I don't obviously I know you're trying to get back to the
I'm
vibing stuff,
vibe,
bro.
bro. Look at me, dude.
Yeah,
And we
I
can
was gonna
put
say
this.
you are big vibing. You're still cooking the
I'm
meat.
vibing, bro.
But
Hear that
like,
shit, baby.
it's like, but I kind of am curious. Have you thought about? I respect your Halo grind. I love the fact that you're still. I mean, you. In my opinion, I mean, again, I know our opinions don't matter as much as it sucks. You are a top 10 player in this game. There's no doubt in my mind. Like you are better than half of the like teams that are under the
I,
top four.
I'll say this for you, Edward. And I don't give a fuck what I say. They say. I personally think I'm in the top, maybe top 8 individually best players in
I,
the game.
I'm actually, and I don't feel like there are very many better people than you. And I think that and I feel like a consensus is like Legend,
I'll
Renegade,
tell
like
you right
those
now.
guys.
I'm like I said, I am a very, very reasonable dude. I know where I am. I know my placement. When I say that I am individually at a top 8 in the world, Legend, Bound, Renegade, Stellar. Last shot is
Last shot is
ridiculous.
nasty as fuck. I can't even cap.
Um, trying to think. I got to give it to and yeah, man. Like they Sparty, bro. Sparty might be individually one is like just some turn on the map, but
His revenge
I
arc's
put
gonna be
myself in
nasty.
the top 8 category for being one of some of the best individual players. Like nobody's doing. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah, nobody's doing a
Nobody's
gunny on the map.
no, bro. Nobody's going into a Pro 8 lobby doing that. Yo,
I
the thing
mean,
about this, you know what's funny? You know what's real? I don't know if you noticed. Uh, like beginning of this year, I teamed with Swish Fives, Nemesis, and this other guy. I forgot who it
yeah.
was. But we played Sentinels, Valkyrie, Boo Boo Dubu, Slayer Solitude first game. You know what I went? I don't know if you watched that open.
Mm-mm.
I went 9-1. My teammates were all 0-3.
That's
I'm
crazy.
9-1 against Sentinels on Solitude Slayer game 2.
Yeah.
in one.
Yeah.
I know, like, my teammates put damage in. What do you fucking do? We need teammates that put damage in, but nobody's hitting the
Right.
route. Blame me for hitting the route. Nobody's doing that. Like, I watch Halo
Exactly.
all day, bro. I play Halo all day. I see people. I study. I rarely see that at the highest. Like, it just, and they don't want, and it goes back to these guys don't want you seeing the potential you have.
And that's also like, I mean, again, like I commented on the video a couple days ago. I think it was Bauer that put it up. Shout out to him, by the way, like, another great member of the Halo community that actually like
Bro, the
tries to.
fucking.
Dude, that guy is fucking, and he's comedy too. Have you seen his streams? That dude is actually somebody that I would love to like try to do stuff with because he is fucking cool as shit. But he put out a video. Dude, you went double positive in a pro lobby and you had like 9 kills more than the next closest person, and you're like first 18
In the
play game.
last Slayer game.
Yeah, and you literally had like I think you went like 22 and like 11. You were double positive.
What was it the recharge or the Slayer?
I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was a Slayer game. But you dropped 22 kills and went double positive.
Oh, it was the recharge game.
Was it?
That was the recharge Stronghold game. I went 24-11.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I played phenomenal. I fucked up a little bit
The
there,
next
but
closest was like 15 kills or some shit.
yeah,
And
bound
it's
with
like,
50 some shit.
and yet there are still people that I was reading some of those comments, and I don't know if they're still there because I do respect back some. They will take some of them down, but like they were like, "Oh, this is just a fluke." Like look at what happens whenever he gets on land. And somebody pointed out, and I want your opinion on this. And I feel like this is the most misinterpreted thing about you, and it pisses me off sometimes, bro. I've seen your land stats. When the fuck did you go 0.7 KD, bro? I want to see that because people keep saying you went like 0.7. I'm like, when?
I say this to all the people. Like for the people that's one thing I never let people get to me about is land, is because like yo when I go to land,
You
like
shit on everybody.
no like I say this I am mentally worse online because I'm worried about who's stream sniping, who's cheating, who's
Yeah.
sound whoring. Compared to land, yo motherfuckers, we're on the same exact. We're right here together, buddy. There's no hiding. There's no
Nothing you can
stream.
do.
There's nothing you could do. You gotta find me on this fucking map, bro, with
Yep.
your teammates, and I'm gonna flood your teammates' comp, bro, until you find me. And that's why when I go to Rob's land, I go to Posey's land, or I go to Rob's land again. 3 weekends, walked away with 400 plus bucks. First land 19-4, second land 18-6, and then I left Shane Rob's house 14-3.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not playing like bad players. Like, yeah, I'm not playing the pro pros, bro. Like,
These
nobody's.
are still players that are good.
I'm telling you right now, on LAN, I am one of like I am very, 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 very estimated on my bro. People just take 10 ping gunny, 10 ping gunny.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, they have no
No
idea, bro.
Yeah. And I
They
mean
have no idea what setup I play on.
that's I mean that's something that I feel like, again, I feel like it's just so miscued because also you have to look at, like, a lot of people also don't look at the fact of like who your team is, and though your teams are usually really good, you guys get like some really unlucky things in like round 2 of tournaments. You're playing like literally like Optic or FaZe or like, and you're still individually shitting, but they just see your team lose and they're like, oh, Gunny's ass.
And then that's gonna happen, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but when it comes to like, it's just.
I just feel like it's not fair to judge an individual on a team performance because they don't like want to look at the stats.
But see how they contradict themselves, right?
Yeah.
They'll be like, yo, Gunny's a terrible team player. Gunny's this, Gunny's hitting routes. But my fucking team is quadruple negative, bro. Like, they're fucking getting shit on. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's my team, right? It's not me.
Exactly. But then they're like, oh, but you lost, so you did something wrong. And it's like, but.
Exactly.
And
Like,
I mean,
nobody talks about, like, the Arlington last year when we lost to Magico's team. Like, Magico shit talks to me all the time. Gunny, I beat you. This. I'm like, yo, Magico, you cannot fucking kill me on land, bro.
Yeah.
I almost the running riot just because my team lost and we lost the last game. Like, just this is what I said. I'm like, yo, just keep talking this shit to me. Just like wait till I have a real team, buddy. Let's see what you can bring to the table when I have a real team on the same page. People I could trust. Have people not watched that Shotzi video when they talked about Pred? Where yo, if you when the top level, you got to learn your teammates, like thinking how it's everything. I'm trying to build a family as a team. I'm not trying to just like
facts.
Hooters hop, just jump team to team and just fuck them and leave them. Like, Bro, Halo sucks right now. That's why it's like why it is. There's no money. People are trying to just try things. They're just wasting time. If you notice, right?
Yeah,
They they're keeping it a knit group circles close, so they don't lose money.
and
They
I
didn't
get
fucking. They
it's a
almost had 8
business though. That's the
coach,
problem. And people don't
bro.
view it as that. They just view it as a business and don't want to think about the family aspect of it. And I feel like that's again why you have such a big following and loyal community is because you take time to do both. Nobody else wants to do that.
Yep. Well, put it this way: everything. It's all God gave these little puzzles. Monster happened. This happened. This happened. APG went fucking crazy on them, and it made sense because of money. Like, if you really think about it, bro, like, I really think about this. I said on stream yesterday perfectly. There's no hiding how much money I make off subs off stream, right?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
do the math.
I'm making more money than top 10, top 12 players.
Have you thought about since you because I've heard you say it this year. You said you don't even know that you want to compete. Have you thought about just saying fuck it and going full content creation?
I'm gonna compete. Obviously, I know I was being a little bitch, but it.
I knew you would. I could not see you dropping out.
I'm gonna compete, bro, until I'm 80, bro. Trust me. When I say it's just like it's like your biggest fears in life
Yeah.
is holding you back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say the problem is I've been a big kid growing up. I've been shredded. My overall body and how I want to look, and I've been shredded. That's like what's holding me back from doing a lot of things, going out to the bars, going. I
Yeah.
need to lock down and get where I want to be. The content stuff, 100%. Who said I can't fucking content and compete at the same time? Who said I can't
No,
do
you
that?
can. But I just
You
feel
know
like
what I mean?
if you
No,
focus
some
so
people, but some
much,
people talk about it all the time. Like, yo, bro, you can't be a content creator and pro. Like, who
I'm gonna
fucking
be
said I can't?
honest.
Oh, bro.
I think that's mainly because of, and I think you would agree. I feel like Call of Duty is a very big market just in general for people right now. I mean, there are other games too, Valorant, Siege, like all these games are huge and streaming while playing competitive. But I feel like you look at a lot of people like Scump and stuff where they've said that like in Call of Duty, if you want to be a professional, you kind of can't do both. But people don't realize that that's one game. Like Halo's not the same. Like it's a little easier. You don't scrim as much. You don't have as much taxing. Like, you're not technically on an org right now. Though that is something else I want to ask you about. Is like, have you thought about like Hunter and stuff? Have you thought about approaching like Optic, Phase, somebody like that, and just being like, yo, not even necessarily play, but like content. Like, have you thought
Yeah,
about getting
yeah.
sponsored?
I was thinking about hitting up Maniac for Optic,
That'd be fire as
but
fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Ever since Formal said that I need to play the game inside the game better.
Yeah.
Why I really fucking care at this point, bro.
And the thing is I don't think I mean, Formal
I'm
is one
not
of those
saying
people where he hop teams to get to where he's at, and I think a lot of people know that. But
they
Formal,
all
you still can't deny his individual skill. That's the thing. Is like he didn't change who he was. He's still a unit on the map, bro. Like for real. But it's just that he played the game, and that's unfortunate. The unfortunate circumstance is it doesn't matter whether it's sports, or it doesn't matter whether it's esports. It doesn't matter what it is. We live in a world where you have to suck dick to get to the top.
Unfortunately, that's the fucking world we live in.
That's what I'm saying, and that's not even just sports. Like that's just real life. Like you're not going to get to the top of where you want to be unless you literally just fucking come across like you work your ass off for so long, or you just like that's why I respect you because I feel your break is coming, and you have done for the last 6-7 years nothing but work. You haven't like gone over and tried to sell your soul to an org. Like you have just been yourself, and you've just been like, I'll wait, I'm good. Like
I'm
I got
good.
time. You're the fact that you're still and you're at an age where most people would say you're nearing the end of your prime, but yet you are still in your prime. That's just crazy.
I haven't even fucking hit my prime yet.
That's my but like I'm technically over the prime age, and I'm still way younger than you, but you're still doing better than a lot of these kids that are supposedly in their prime of gaming.
You know
And
why?
so it's interesting to see how people's minds view that shit.
You know why?
I feel like it's just your work ethic, realistically.
It's not it's the word of course, but taking care of myself, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't went out to a bar on a Friday night in 5-6 years. You know that, right? Like I haven't been out to a bar with the boys on a Friday night to
Yeah.
just go catch. fucked up for 6 years, bro.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I only drink for events for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go out with the boys, when like for my community. Other than that, bro, I don't do shit. I don't fuck up
Yeah.
my brain. Smoke a little bit of Mary Jane, cry me a river, bro.
I'm gonna be real.
Fuck.
I mean, you and me could probably have a good. I'm honestly for medical. I feel like it helps a lot. Personally, it's helped me. I mean, yeah. I mean, I understand that it can cause some people some issues, but like, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I didn't at least
But
partake a little.
but that's like everything, Edward. That's why like these people are fucking retards when they speak, bro. Nothing's wrong with a little bit of Mary Jane. Who's saying to go smoke a whole blunt and get fucking fried, right?
Facts.
Like look yesterday, right? If you saw me, I don't know if you were in there.
I was in there a
Bruce, you was
little, but
they were like, "Yo, going to you high?" Mike, you high? And Vinny's like, "Yo, is going high?" Like, I'm like, "Yo, bro, like you guys don't know me yet. For 4 years, I've been playing and microdosing weed, and you guys still think that I'm high. Like I shit on you guys all day. How could I be high?
yeah,
I'm just a little bit of bud doesn't mean I'm high, right? I'm
facts.
smoking hybrid. These people just like always just like fucking jump to shit and think that you're doing this and like they that. It's like no, bro. I'm just smoking a little bit of bud. I smoke a hybrid specifically to keep my brain locked, just keep my emotions calm and in check. Don't
Facts.
let my mess with me.
Because you
But
don't want
these
to get
kids can't.
too hyper or too sleepy. You got to have that mix.
It's like eating too many apples, bro. Like can't eat too much fruit. It has too much sugar. Not
Yeah,
like, I think I'm gonna go have orange juice. Orange juice is phenomenal for you,
yeah.
but I'm not gonna fucking drink 3 glasses and consume 90 grams of sugar for no
Too
reason.
much
Like
of anything is bad for you.
exactly.
And but I feel like that's I feel like that's one thing again, like that's just kind of where you're yourself, and I feel like people have a misconception of like again, you smoke a little Mary Jane, so then people are like, oh, he's definitely popping addies, like this guy is definitely just doing this, doing that, and it's like again, we live in a world where they're gonna take anything you do and just go and just immediately skip step 1 and go to step 10, just exaggerate it. Um,
My next step is I'm gonna probably I'm gonna probably quit bud for like a month, and I want to see what other people say.
I mean the
'Cause
fact that you'll still shit
yeah,
for real. Um, and okay,
it's
so I
actually
just
fun.
got a couple more things for real. I have a
You're
lot of
good.
stuff I've been wondering for a year.
We're vibing, bro. Chilling.
Um, out of curiosity, with the like obviously you've done your gunathon everything. I mean, I'm sure you've made a decent amount just from that because of the support. But have you ever thought about maybe starting your own org, maybe trying to get maybe some dream players you wanted to play with, just friends, whatever, just try to actually like kickstart your own org or anything like that? Has that ever been a thought for you?
I can't. That's like there's too much money in that,
Yeah.
and especially in Halo, there's not like enough money to
Well,
do
not
that.
even just for like Halo specifically. I'm talking about like content. I'm talking about maybe you want to douse into other esports just in
I
general.
like I'm not making enough money to do that,
Yeah.
and like I personally don't I don't have people I've known long enough to put other people's hardworking money coming out of their pockets to support me to go fund them.
Yeah, like
Uh,
I need
some people might be like, okay, it's like it's the fucking truth. Why would I put other people's money they worked hard for that they put into my community to go fund people that we don't really know and they might not even give me their
yeah.
all?
No, I get what you're saying.
I mean, like also the realization, it's like people think I'm old. I'm 29, bro. I'm getting young. I feel younger every fucking time. Like I'm not like
I don't feel like
I
that's
want.
old. Yeah.
I have too much skill to be sitting back watching.
I feel like people say you're old because not
'Cause I'm
necessarily not it's not
getting on
even
balls.
the yeah, but I was going to say like in gaming for some reason people think that that's old. I feel like it's just because we look at people like bro, you're older than APG and that dude's been playing Halo since 2012.
Yeah.
If not before that, honestly. I think his first tournament was like 2008. And when he was like young. And you know what I'm saying? So people see that and they're like, "Oh, this guy's freaking ancient out here." But like in reality, bro, you're still like you could realistically play competitive video games for another 10 years, if
Literally.
not more. And it's it's just one of those things. I feel like they look at people that have just been in the industry so long and been popular that they don't realize that you still been there. You just may not have been at the top. Like people may not have known who you were, but you just kind of started a little later than everybody else, and so you still got so much time left. And like, obviously, you're hungrier than a lot of these people. Like, I think you're the same age as Formal, right? Formal's 29.
Is he?
I think he's 29, and that's the thing is people are like, oh well, yeah, Yoni's older, Formal's 20, Eco's 33. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Eco's 33, and he just won a world championship.
They're
Think about
fucking.
that. Think
They,
about
they,
that.
they- but you think about this too. This is what I want people to think about. We're literally the first generation to really play
Esports.
video
Yes.
esports. Think of like people don't fucking like. This is what I mean. People don't like the fucking truth. Like they're trying to bash Eco. He's fucking 30. Guys like,
And
bro, the
he's
guy's not old, bro. I did PT. I've seen guys doing fucking that are 80 doing backflips.
yeah.
That's not old, bro. It's how you take care of yourself, and that will determine how old you are.
And but the thing is like they're saying he's old and bashing this shit, but again, like bro, he's the oldest player in Halo, and he still just won a world championship. That guy's got so many achievements, and yet it's just again, it's one of those things. It's just I feel like this is where the community is divided. I feel like you're starting to hate. I feel like the younger people are hating more on like people like you who are considered to be older, even though you're not, just because you're better than them. And like if you because you look at some of the most successful individual players right now, and some of the most decorated players in most esports, they're all around your age range, because these younger players just haven't gotten up there yet. Now there are some nasty young players. I mean, Kruvu's been fucking nasty the last couple tournaments I've seen him. Like I know he's younger, but like there's some nasty young players. But like, bro, sometimes you just gotta listen to the people that have been doing it for a long time. Like they know what they're doing. They won. Like there's a reason Formal surrounded himself with the team he did. He's got a bunch of young people because he knows that they're good, but they're gonna learn so much from him. And like Eco's probably taught Stellar and all of them so much just in like game knowledge. I mean, obviously
Bro,
Brad,
time. Ego's the smartest player besides him in the game.
yeah, and like,
It's Eco and Brad are his two smartest. Like obviously Eco, but Brad's the second smartest player in the game.
and that's what I'm saying. Brad, like, I mean, because Brad's what 27,
Yeah, somewhere around there.
26, 27, and like again, another player who people are like, oh, Frosty's like he's getting up there. He's older. I'm like, dude, he's 27 and he has won what 3 world championships, 2, 3.
How old? How,
He's
how
won more
old?
than
How,
that.
how old is LeBron?
Bron's 40 this year, I think.
I was just watching a video of him shitting on Zion.
Oh yeah. It again, it's
Bro,
all about, and again that's leads me to my next thing, and this is literally something I've wanted you to talk about. I want you to go 30 minutes on this bitch if you want. I don't care. This is one of my like things that I feel like keeps me watching you every day and keeps me playing Halo is because of this. Yo, your work ethic, not just in Halo, but just how you go through life is so interesting considering about like there's so much shit around us in our daily life, social media, um, works, there's people, just people in general that you see every day that are just so demoralizing. Like, bro, they just like literally everything is just trying to bring you down, but you literally have one. I think there's one time you snapped, and it was like for like maybe 20 seconds. Other than that, you're very like you show hardly any emotion. If you do, it's like for a reason. So like just kind of go through it. Like
it's
what's your work like how do you keep the work ethic you do in 2025? Like on like genuinely.
so it all started with the story of when I was in Florida that well, it all comes from my parents. My dad, I've been working at my dad's Carvel
Yeah.
from when I was old. I worked at a deli. I was, serving customers. My dad is a poor man with rich hands.
Yeah.
Came from nothing but built a whole fucking empire. So he did the same thing with us. We're gonna live a better beginning of life than he did, which he wanted for us. But he's gonna teach us how to work hard and be disciplined.
Yeah.
Not until I went to Florida and I went to go work for his brother, my uncle Dom, who's multi killing it. Had an air conditioning, owns a bunch of properties, kills it. One of the most disciplined, cold hearted motherfuckers. Doesn't give you shit
Yep.
unless you work for it and you deserve it. He literally could give you $1 million and he'd be fine.
Yeah.
The more it's like when I moved to Florida, I worked with him and I saw that lifestyle. And then there was a night I went to Club 11 in Miami, and it's very expensive, probably one of the craziest
Yeah.
places in Miami. Drake and Trey Songz were performing, and we went with a group of 20 girls. I said this before I said a couple times on stream, but this is like sincerely one of my favorite stories, and like what really got me going is we went to Miami. We just spent like $400 at the door, and we're pretty much above Trey Songz and Drake, and they're underneath us.
Yeah.
And Drake just goes like this, and every single girl left our table. And I'm shredded. I got blue eyes. I'm fucking good looking dude. I'm sitting there. I'm just like looking like you ever seen like movies where you ever seen remember in Iron Man?
Yeah.
You ever seen Iron Man 3?
Yeah,
You
of course. Yes.
remember where the villain in the beginning he told him to go meet him at the rooftop, and the rooftop he's just looking at the world.
Yeah.
I was in Club 11 looking at the whole place, and I'm just looking at celebrities,
Kind of
butt
like your villain
cheeks.
arc.
It's like not even the villain arc. It was more of like, who am I, bro? Am I just going to be another average Joe in today's world, which is not bad. I want more. I like to know that when I walk in the room, yo, Gunny's here. The energy,
Yeah.
like, yo,
Make a
here.
name for yourself, pretty much. Just
Like
kind
I
of a
like
big bro
that shit.
name.
And then seeing the lifestyle my family with my uncle, it's like they don't do anything besides work.
Yeah.
Do I really tired 50 years old to just enjoy a couple of years, where I'd rather sacrifice, a handful of years in my youth to go to that next extent.
Mm-hmm.
And it all goes back to my favorite line that I recently heard 2 weeks ago. The bigger the goal, the bigger the dream, the more failures, the more losses you're going to have up to that dream.
Yeah.
And I sacrifice everything, bro. The partying, the girls, the butt cheeks, the booze. It's not going anywhere, bro.
Yeah, it'll still be there.
It's all gonna be there.
And
It's
I
all
respect
good.
that. And that's
It's all good, bro.
that's something else I kind of want to like is obviously you talked about like just kind of hunkering down and just trying to realizing that like in 10 years that'll still be there, but like these 10 years are like the best years you can get to, kind of push your dream. This is the best you can use like your time for, because it's going to be a lot harder to reach your dream when you're 50 than now. But like all that other shit will still be there when you're 50. So
Yeah.
what is kind of like, if you had to like just kind of go back, and you said you kind of felt like the guy from Iron Man 3, you're kind of looking over everything. What did you think you were gonna do at that time? Like obviously you said you were like, all right, I'm gonna give all this up, I'm gonna hunker down. But like, is that when you kind of decided like I'm gonna hunker down and try to get this gaming? I'm gonna just push myself. I know I can do this.
Well, is that it's actually pretty crazy. Was that, and this is why faith in God, bro. Like it's that Miami night happened like 2 weeks before I came home. That night I came home drunk. I
Mm-hmm.
started playing Halo, and then a week before the week that I played Halo, my aunt took her life,
Yeah.
and it was like one thing after another thing after another thing. It was like God gives you these little signs, bro, and it's the way you take it to really, really think about it. And that's what I've been implementing in my life in the last 5 months is these little signs that God gives you, the smallest signs, bro, go the longest way. Just like in Halo, the smallest place, the smallest damage, the smallest intel goes the longest way.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like, again, I feel like everybody says that. I'm one of those people that, again, I like you said, you're not a big politic guy. I'm one of those people that like I have my beliefs, but like, again, you live in a world where I don't really care what people say, but it's one of those things that I just don't feel like dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like having to deal with all the just the drama. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like I keep stuff to myself, but I am a big believer in everything happens for a reason, whether you want it to or not, whether it's good or bad. There's a reason that something just happened, and you may not understand it in that moment, but 20 years from now, you may sit down and go, I get it now. Like I understand why that happened. So kind of talk
Fucking
about like,
perfectly said.
and that's another reason where like again that's why I like the lifestyle, like the way you live your life is you live it with, I'm just gonna live and what happens happens, because at the end of the day if I try to control it I could be fucking myself over. And that's why I
And
just kind of love how you live and how you just, that's how you do it in Halo too. You're like, if I stop and regret what I'm about to do, I could fuck me and my team over, so I'm just gonna fucking go out and do it.
it's like if you really think about this, it's like you can't change a person, right? But I could give you information and give you the idea about it.
Yeah.
I just have to be the better person and just accept that you're just fucking lost,
Yeah.
and you have to find hope for yourself. Same thing with Halo. As Frost gets mad at me, yo, Gunny, stop worrying about your fucking teammates. Stop worrying about your teammates. Go hit a route. Same exact thing. yo, don't worry about any of them.
Yeah,
Just go hit around.
just do you.
You know, tell your teammates you gave information. You told them where you spawned. You told them what you're doing. You did your job.
Yeah.
Now, now it's either you're gonna fuck yourself because you're trying to change this person or this girl. It's like I'm trying to change it. You know, it's little things like that.
So, just I want to go back just a little bit to what we were talking about earlier, though. So obviously we were talking about like people say you're older, but like obviously we know you're not. You still have the skill of a lot of these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids coming up. But um, obviously seeing you play with a lot of the community and like you've obviously we got to shout out the goat Mini. Like that guy is just, I mean, that kid has got a lot of potential obviously at how young he is. So I kind of want to know how you, because I don't remember how you kind of got into playing with him and coaching him, but also like not just for Mini, but just advice in general for these kids, these, not even just gaming, but I mean just how they can better live their life, or whether they can better themselves in gaming, or just in general, what's going to help them kind of be able to succeed in what they want to do.
Well, funny you just asked that. I just literally just talking about reading about how the children of the world are the most invaluable thing for the world of God.
Yeah.
You know that? And to be honest, I was gonna quit after Arlington, after we lost that event. Little Lucid, another kid like 8 years old, I was literally him and his dad came up to me, and I started crying. And like this kid is idolizes me, bro. His name Little Lucid. Like watching my stream, his dad works out, lost a lot of weight. Like I motivated both of them, and then like
Yeah.
I was put on my dream after that event. And it's like that was an event where I lost a monster. I should have a pool play spot with Ziad. Mini Berserker, I saw him at LBT Orlando. Saw him playing, and then I saw that his mom, his dad, his brother, and sister were there.
Yeah.
And in Orlando, we were just all we played everybody. It was just for fun. It was like you're bound to play everybody for the
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? It was like one of those events. So I played him, and I said, "Yo, bro, like good shit. Like how old are you?" And he told me, "Yo, I'm like 13." So like after I won the free fall and everything, and like I saw like him, his mom, his brother, and his sister sitting together. I went up to his whole family. Went up to his whole family. I went up to Minnie. I was like, "Yo, bro, I just want to let you know, bro. Like, I am proud of you, and you're going to events over 30-year-old people who are scared to come here and fail, and
Yeah.
you're coming here at 13 years old, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I told him. I was like, yo, dude, every single day of my life, I shoot aimbots and I warm up.
Yeah.
A couple months later, my uncle told my uncle about coaching and kids, and we're talking about the Declarations of Faith book.
Yeah.
This is when reading Declarations of Faith
Yeah.
book a week before Minnie. Minnie's dad hits me up and goes, "Yo, would you want to coach Minnie?" You couldn't make, bro. It was literally,
Yeah, just fate.
it's faith, bro. Like literally, it all started me going up to his family with him as and I'm like, "Yo, bro, you got this shit." Like every failure is a building step to success.
Yeah.
And look at us, bro. It's you can't tell me it's not law of attraction, faith. Like I'm not saying you have to believe in God, but there are 80 different religions that have the same beginning of a story about God.
Yeah, but
So
it may not be the same God, but it's something. It's very similar.
But that it all started that day, bro. I literally went up to his family at Orlando, and then next week, who knows? I'm talking with my uncle Nick here in the kitchen about. You ever thought about coaching kids and stuff? I was like, yo, it's like a really good idea if I have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Maybe his dad ends up hitting me up like 2 days later, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like that's, and I mean I love, I mean that's again that's not just content, but that's also just like, bro, again, as a lot of us that see this as like more of than just content, we see it as a family. Like, yo, Minnie is like the little brother. Like we all love seeing when he plays with you. Like it's really it's funny because he gets a little goofy and serious at the same time, but like at
Yeah,
the
he's
same
fucking
time,
shooting me in the back of the head with the sniper.
yeah.
I'm shooting my ball.
But at the same time, like for me, like I still use that. There are times I'll go back and watch yours and Many's like gameplay and learn from it myself. Like it's one of those things that's like you're still helping the community while also still giving that family feel, that fun, and helping. That kid, for all we know, Minnie could have just been like, if his dad never hit you up, he could have just played for a year or two more and then just said, whatever. But
yeah, right.
exact, and like that could be anybody, but like, you know, that's what I feel like parents need to do more of is I understand that we live in a generation where parents may not understand the dreams that we have and the opportunities that we have, but they need to be willing to be more supportive. Like, for instance, like Minnie's dad, like, I'm telling you right now, 10 years ago, my dad would, if I would have said, Dad, could you hit up Gunny and ask if he'll coach me, blah, 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 my dad would have said, that's a waste of your time, go get a job.
Yeah, but you're a fucking meatball, bro.
Exactly. But that's the thing is, like, seeing that is actually something that actually makes me a little more happy and, like, hopeful, because I've started seeing, especially now, again, we've talked about it, this generation is very fucked up, but I'm starting to see parents support people more, which is something that, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, my parents were very supportive, and I feel like parents are supportive, but I feel like they're still living in that old, like, hard love mentality of where, like, they're gonna say what's best for you rather than let you figure that out.
And that's where you got to come in.
Exactly.
That's where I tell my parents now. It's like, you taught us all about life to do this. Now it's our turn to teach you guys, right?
Exactly.
Their whole way of living is not wrong, but it's not right.
Correct.
To work 5 at where they were in life at that time, in that window of generation of what's going on, the money,
they needed that.
They needed to do that. But in today's world, yo, you want your child to be happy? Like, my goal is I want to have my kids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's so much, like, I talk about technology being the worst. Yo, you can make fucking millions of dollars at any given point.
Just sitting in a chair.
Anytime.
All right. I before we, like, get everything done, I want to play one fun game with you because I'm curious. I think I've asked you this before, but I think you try to dodge it every time. But I actually want an answer out of this, whether it gets in the thing or not. If you could build one dream team without you in it, if you could just build a Halo roster from everybody currently there, who would it be? And then also do one with you in it, so three people around you. If you could build a dream team around yourself.
Okay, I like that.
Because I'm curious.
I'll do a team without me.
Okay, team without you, and then we'll do the team with you after.
Renegade.
Mm-hmm.
Bound. Frosty. No, it's Bound, Renegade, Legend. Like, those three you cannot have those three together, bro. It's like impossible. Like, if you don't say that, you're just fucking hater.
Yeah, Optic is
literally like you do the ridiculous stack. Those three, and I would have to say, I would throw a Stellar in there, bro. I really would throw a Stellar in that bitch.
So
or Frosty.
Those 4 on the team. So either Frosty or Stellar, and then the other 3.
And then if I'm with them, if it was me with them, you said no.
Yeah. So if you could pick 3 people to build around you, so like let's just say you're like
me
like
bound, me bound legend, me bound renegade and legend.
That would be disgusting.
Literally.
Yeah.
Or I take that back. Me last shot, bound renegade.
Okay, that's fair. Because I feel like Legend is that kind of he. I mean, again, nobody replicates the Gunny playstyle necessarily, but I feel like Legend has a lot of similar tendencies as you. Is like he'll go take the long route to get the triple. You know, like you were saying, like he'll go make the play.
Well, majority of my game comes from Legend. Yeah, that's what I've studied in the last year and a half.
And
it's Legend.
He's one hell of a player. I can't even deny it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he has maybe, and I'm curious to think, like, because again, you've played some of these players on LAN and stuff. Are there any other Europeans that you feel like could have as much success as he has, given the opportunity here in NA?
I think Shady was really, really fucking good. Him and Shady were kind of like Neptune and Bound in Halo 5.
Yeah.
Just completely fucked himself like an idiot.
Yeah.
They just caught cheating with that, whatever was going on, bro. People have. That's what I mean, bro. Like, there are probably more people at the highest level cheating because they've been here and done this already.
Facts.
Where they could get fucking away with it, bro.
Yeah.
That's just me, bro. It's a whole nother topic, but I'm off that topic.
Yeah, no, I get you. I know.
There's nothing I can do about that shit, you know?
Yeah.
But I would definitely say that is just. I would say Shady and maybe Shady, and then SOG, bro, is something.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I also always like. Um, I've honestly, I like Wootum, but I don't know like how good he is on land. Like realistically, like I've seen him play against the teams and he looks good, but like, do you think that the mouse and keys is gonna take over in the future, or do you think controller will always just be supreme in Halo?
Um, Halo was, controller players will always have the upper on MK because they've been out for so many years.
Yeah,
But in this Halo right now, bro, MK is fucking cheating.
yeah,
Like it is like
it's so easy.
have your whole forearm
Yeah,
to
literally
do
not.
something.
It's ridiculous.
It all depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like for me personally, I think that to keep it simple, I think that maybe there is a potential that one day there could be a guy that could happen. Like there's always that possibility. But from Halo being what how many years it's been on controller, I don't know. Well, we're gonna have to see as time goes on.
that's fair. Yeah,
There's really no MK player that really has had the same experience as a controller for this long. So
yeah.
no,
Like it's just been around too long.
yeah, it's like it's impossible not to.
Yeah, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Because I mean, like I said, like my brother has gone to M and K a lot, and it's just one of those things. It's like I just don't feel as much as I would love to get into it. Like I mean, there are certain games like Minecraft. I might play mouse and keys, but like it just most games just don't feel right unless I have a controller in my hand.
Yep.
It just doesn't feel like a game anymore.
It just doesn't feel like a game to me.
It
And
almost
that's
feels
why
more
I
like
was
I'm
like,
watching than I am playing.
I feel like I'm fucking playing this dinosaur game when I was a kid. I forgot what the fuck it was called, but yeah, I had to like move rocks, volcano blow up some shit. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. It was just I don't know. There's always designed playing controller. Like M&K, and I don't have desk space for an M&K personally.
Yeah, I have it if I cleared it out, but the way my setup is it's such a console like controller setup. Like I set it up to be kind of like a hybrid, so it's like. But well, bro, I appreciate it. You're the goat, as always. I'm obviously gonna put all your shit in the video description when I post it. Hopefully, we keep the paisanos growing. All the tit heads coming in.
Oh, bro, oh, trust me, buddy.
But anything you want to say? Any last words to whoever community? Anything?
Oh, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Edward, bro, because first of all, because I've been procrastinating this for about like fucking months now.
Nah, you're good, bro. Don't ever thank me, bro. For real.
No. I got to give a big shout out to you, your brother, bro, Ghost. Hope your brother's doing well. Hope he gets fucking chance to play COD at that level 2, bro. Your brother just needs to keep grinding. Don't let these fucking people get to them.
Yeah.
Don't let him ruin his dreams. Big shout out to the community as always, bro. Like there is no better fucking community than us. Like there's nobody. They don't have what we have. And I got to give a big shout out to my parents every day for letting me live the dream I want to live, supporting me. No, I'm locked down at home. I'm not drinking, not partying, not wasting time on girls. Like just doing my shit. So, and I just gotta like really say thank you to this fan, bro. Like they're letting me live my dream and lock down and grind.
Yeah.
Not many people can really say like, "Yo, bro, like my parents are letting me do what you do," but
Facts.
at the same time, I'm like, I deserve. Like I'm not saying like they don't deserve it, but I personally say I deserve to be here because I've worked since 10 years old, got my own place. I don't go out and party. I already taste that life. It's like now I finally woke up after 29 years and we're like, all right, it's time to lock down.